Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Urvashi Pachhel and welcome to my channel. I am a pathologist at Government Medical College in Nagpur. The topic of my today's video is how to keep going when you are demotivated. So there are so many times in our lives when we are preparing for a certain examination but we find our motivation to be lowered down. So as many of us say that motivation is internal, it shouldn't be affected by any external factors. But you all know that it is not possible. At times we do need some external motivation to keep on going. So here are 8 tips that I will be giving you to stay motivated, which I have personally followed in my life during preparing for so many examinations. If you all have seen my previous video, I have just given my MD pathology examination and I have secured a decent score in that. These tips have helped me to stay motivated for studying for long duration of hours, like maybe for 8 to 10 hours a day for a month, for 2 to 3 months. I would like to first of all tell you what are the few reasons to be demotivated while we are preparing. For everyone it might be different, but generally the reasons for me that I encountered demotivation in my prep days was, first of all, if I'm studying a topic which I don't like at all, I used to just get bored of it and then I couldn't find the ability to concentrate for long hours and I used to just stick on one page for a long time, and then I understood that no, this is because of the topic that I am not able to establish a link for it. Okay. The second reason that you all might be facing is that you are not changing the techniques of your studies frequently. So with the techniques, what I mean is that there are many study techniques. If you just Google, they will give you a list of study techniques. Some of it might be just watching YouTube videos, watching videos from various academic platforms, preparation platforms, or just reading some standard book, sitting in the table and reading the standard textbook, or discussing with your friends, or just simply explaining to somebody what you have read. So these are the various study techniques. What happens, what is one of the major reasons of being demotivated is that if you are constantly keeping on that one single technique for a long time, it will lead to a very monotonous routine which will eventually affect your ability to concentrate on that topic. So just it becomes boring with time. So for that you need to change your techniques frequently. This is the second reason of demotivation that most of us go through. The third reason might be that you're simply exhausted, your health is not good, you're suffering from some health issues and you're giving yourself a very hard time to concentrate. So that is also one of the reasons. So I have 8 tips with me which I will be giving you today. If this works for you, please let me know. Personally, these have helped me a lot during my preparation years for going through long hours and studying such a big subject like pathology for my MD examination. Tip number 1 that I would like to give you is change the subject or the topic that you are reading. As I said previously, the topic matters. If you are reading a very boring topic in a wrong time, then you might end up not reading it properly and feeling more demotivated, and that will affect your further studies also. So first of all, you need to change your topic, and or else if it is possible for you to change the subject, switch to another subject, read something interesting to build your confidence and even to build your concentrating ability. So what I did was, there were so many topics in pathology, that I find boring, or I simply felt it is very monotonous to read it. I used to read those topics when I was very fresh, or when I was very much motivated in the morning hours maybe, or when I used to come back from some relaxation at that time, when we are fully in the optimum state to read something. So that is a very good tip that I would like to give you, is that change the subject, change the topic for some time, and till you establish your concentration back, switch to something else that will help you out. Tip number 2 that I would like to give you is change the place of your study. So most of the students, either we are studying in some library or we study in our homes, we have a separate room where we study. So that also creates a very boring kind of an environment for us to keep on studying in the same place again, for days and months, and few of us study for years. If you are an MBBS student, your hostel room or that same place in the library, and you find it boring sitting there just spending the whole day but not being able to read anything productive in that day. So that tip number 2 is that you need to change the place of your study frequently to just reset your mind. So I would suggest you a place which has a natural sunlight, which is well ventilated. What I did personally was that I used to open all the windows during the daytime. I used to close the doors and open all the windows. Then I never put on the AC because it would make me feel very sleepy. So I just opened the window, so I had natural sunlight with me. It was well ventilated, and somewhere in the background I used to hear the chirping of the birds, so that relaxed my mind. I used to see the greenery from the window, so that is also a very good factor which will make you less sleepy and it will make you more productive. So you will find that you are going on for hours without being actually fatigued. So change the place of your study. If possible, you can go to the terrace if you have that kind of a home which has a terrace and which is accessible to you for studies. In the morning hours, if you are a morning person, after the sunrise you can just go in the terrace. Prefer to sit there for 2 to 3 hours. Vitamin D is also very important for your health, and which we are lacking nowadays. We are all short of vitamin D, taking external supplements of vitamin D, not getting adequately sun exposed. So I would suggest you go to the terrace, sit there for 2 to 3 hours. That is also a very good start to the day. Just changing the place of your studies also helps you to get back your motivation again. If you're studying in your home, go to the library. If you're studying in the library, come back to the home and study, or simply go to the terrace, visit a friend's house, go for discussion, like that. So that was my tip number 2. So tip number 3 that I would like to give you is do group studies if possible. I know it is difficult to form a study group for everyone, but not necessarily a group. If you even have a study partner with you, it will be very useful, because it is a natural tendency that if your friend is very much motivated, she tends to motivate you also. So always be surrounded by motivated people, be surrounded by those who are very enthusiastic to achieve their goals, so that will also create an impact on your mind to set your goals. So have a study partner who is who has similar goals like you, who is motivated towards study, and try to discuss topics together. Tough topics, if you are discussing together, it's very nice if you have a group of like 2 to 3 people. So you can just decide that every one of you reads out one topic and you come and explain the whole group what you have read. So while explaining also, you will be able to grasp it, and it will be very less boring. It will make it interesting, and you will acquire new knowledge also. So I would advise you to go have a study partner, have a study group, do group discussions for difficult topics. That will also help you out to read in a better way and stay motivated. Group study also gives you the long memory of it, because sometimes what happens is, while discussing a certain topics, we just pick up each other's words and we remember that during the examinations. She said like that, he said like that in that topic, he said this point. So that happens. That has personally happened with me. So I used to discuss with my brother, my husband, my father, anybody, or any of the friends. So those group discussions have helped me out a lot in my examinations. Just when those questions appeared in front of me, I used to just remember that we had discussed this thing in this topic, and it became so easy for me. So tip number 4 that I would like to give you is, if at all you are not able to study, you have tried all the techniques. So what you do is, you sit in one place quietly, set a timer of 1 hour, just 1 hour, not 2 or 3 hours, okay? And decide in that 1 hour, you won't do anything else except studying and concentrating maximum that you can. So in that 1 hour, you have to stay away from social media, you have to stay away from all the gadgets, you have to stay away from everybody, and you are sitting just with your book. So you have to set that timer and tell yourself that in this 1 hour, I'll do the maximum, and after this 1 hour finishes, I'm free to do anything else. So personally, I used this one app called as Forest. In this app, you are just setting a timer and you are growing trees, and if you just pick up your phone before the timer ends, the tree dies. So that subconsciously used to, I used to get very hurt that my tree has died, what I did. So I tried to concentrate in that 1 hour, not touch anything, not touch my phone, and just study for that 1 hour. So you can use this app also. It's very helpful for the students. Tip number 5 Eventually, as your concentration increases, increase the time. Ultimately, what your target here is that you need to establish that flow of studies that you were previously having, and due to some reason you are just lacking that motivation and that flow. So our goal is to establish that flow again. So for that, eventually, if you have set a timer for 1 hour and you're able to sit in the evening, set a timer for 2 hours. In the next day, set a timer for 3 hours. So that will increase the span of your study, and ultimately it will help you to reach your previous study hours back. Okay. So that is how you train your mind to go further up. If you want to wake up at 6 o'clock abruptly, who usually used to wake up at 9 o'clock, you can't just set a time, you just can't set an alarm for 6 o'clock. First, you need to wake up at 8 o'clock, then at 7 o'clock, and then at 6 o'clock. So eventually, you will train your body for that kind of a routine. So that is how you train your mind also to study for long duration of hours. Eventually, dhire dhire, go for 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, like that. Tip number 6 that I would like to give you is take a nap. Guys, don't underestimate naps. Okay, I am a nap person. I love taking naps whenever I am just exhausted. I just go for a sleep for 15 minutes or 20 minutes. Not just sleep, I just relax my mind. I stay calm. I calm down my neurons and my mind is again reset. And I'm more energized after I get back. So, in a day, always try to take a nap for 15 to 20 minutes, maximum for half an hour. Don't go for sleep for 2 to 3 hours. That is very wrong. Take a nap for half an hour and then relax your mind, calm down your neurons, and just get back again. That is also going to help you out with concentration. Okay, so that is my tip number 6. It is very helpful, guys. This has personally helped me to study for almost like 10 to 12 hours if I'm taking a nap in between at a stretch in a day. Tip number 7 is, the what we all talk about: go for a walk, do exercise, face natural sunlight, be close to the nature. These all are soothing agents. These are just meant to calm your neurons down and make you more focused for the rest of the day. Listen to music, just listen to the birds chirping, just go and sit in the garden for half an hour. Maybe you will feel fresh, and believe me, this is going to help you with all the anxiety problems that you have during study. We always have this thing back of the mind: will I be able to perform well? Will I get a certain score in my entrance examination? Will I get this college? So all these things are also going on subconsciously in our mind, which is affecting the concentration, which is affecting the ability of our studies. So for that purpose, what you need to do is be positive, stay calm, and follow these tips. And at last, tip number 8 that I would like to give you is that take a break. If you are fatigued, if all these tips are not helping you to get back in your routine again for studies, if you were a good student doing well and suddenly you're not able to concentrate, or something, if you have overcome a health issue and not getting back on track again, so just give your body rest. Sometimes it's a body's way of telling you that slow down, calm down, and you need to take rest. So for that purpose, I would like to tell you that take a break. Take a guilt-free break of a day or two. Be with your family, be with your friends, be close to your closed ones, and just relax yourself, or you can go for a short vacation, and that will rejuvenate your mind. And when you come back again, you will be in a full flow. And do this guilt free. It should not be like you're going for you're taking a day off and subconsciously you're guilty. Array, I'm not able to study. What I'm doing, I'm again taking a break and wasting my time. No, a break is very important if you want to function at optimum level. After a break, you will feel this difference that you are again in a full flow. Okay, so this is my tip number 8. That's it for today, guys. These were the tips that I have shared you. Please mention in the comments if you have any other tips for me, and do tell me if you have followed this and it has helped you personally. This was very helpful for me during my preparation years. I have been giving so many exams: my MBBS exam, my PG entrance examination, my MD examination. I don't know further which exams I will give. We all just have to keep on going, giving some examinations, some or the other. So these tips were very useful for me. If you have some other tips, do share with me in the comments. And if you like my video, please share, subscribe to my channel, and I will be posting such content in future. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much. Signing off.